All right, today we're talking again about how can you get better at sales today. Today I want to talk about demonstration a little bit. I want to make a quick video. Really, I hesitated in even making this video because it's for like SaaS type and folks like that. If you're doing SaaS sales, you're doing demonstration calls to demo your product. You probably don't need this. This is really for sales guys who are struggling, sales people, men or women, who are struggling for whatever reason. You're coming up against different struggles that I feel like typically SaaS folks have kind of graduated beyond. I could be wrong though, so that's why I went ahead and made it. If you think it sucks, vote it down, report my channel, do whatever you can to destroy the work. I'm just kidding. So demonstration, there's several pieces to it. One is don't waste anybody's time. Make sure that you're on a boat that you believe in. That's kind of foundational. The next thing is the best way, in my opinion, the best way to go about it is to have an SDR setting for you, because you really want the introducer, the person introducing the expert, you want to be that expert. And so you want to be that busy, time valued, I don't have time for any nonsense. You want to be in that position. I've got several of these lined up today. I'm here because you have agreed to certain opt-ins to even get this appointment with me, because I am very busy. That's kind of where you want to position yourself. I talk in other videos about mental positioning. Never approach a demo call with like puppy dog eagerness. If that's your MO, you really need to work on mentally positioning yourself differently. I like the position of, I'm a professional, I do this every day, this is what I do, I help people who have your problem. If you don't agree that you have this problem, you need to talk to my SDR again. Y'all go through your process, because I'm here to solve problems. I'm a heart doctor. I don't work with people who don't have heart problems. You might be a nice person, we'll have a nice lunch sometime, but I'm not here to talk about, lunch or the Cowboys. That might be my favorite team, but this is my business. This is what I do professionally, day in, day out. This is where I invest my time and energy to make people's lives better by doing ABC. So that's where you want to be. You wouldn't ever go into a doctor for a surgical appointment and expect that puppy dog eagerness. Oh gosh, I'm so glad you gave me some of your time so that I could check your heart out. No, a heart doctor's like, you have a heart problem. I'm a heart doctor. Glad you're here, because you'll die without my services. That's where you need to be. That's where you want to be. So that's probably the main thing that I would say. The other is be succinct. I've been on calls before where the verbosity is just staggering. There's the classic, if there's one thing that even experienced SaaS people will do sometimes, is if you're feeling like maybe it's going to slip, if the sale is going to slip, then you feel there's a natural inclination that more words is better. And that's never true. That is never true. Really, if you feel like it's slipping, make them opt in. Say, listen, Bob, Bill, Howard, Jane, Sally, whatever. Feels like maybe you're not really seeing the value here, not seeing this as a fit. I really don't want to waste your time. Don't want to waste my time either. Tell me a little bit about where we are. Are you seeing the value here? Are you seeing this as fixing your problem? I mean, we agreed you're losing $20,000 a month from not fixing this. So, but I feel like in the last couple of things you said, you're not really seeing this as something that's positive for you. So help me out here. Is this a waste of time? And then shut up. I've talked before about, we apply the idea of ask for the business and then shut up. We apply that to the close, but actually that's applicable throughout the sales process. There are probably a dozen times in any given sales process, and the longer it is, the more of them there are, where the ask the question and shut up, really, you have to do it. You have to give room for your idea to bake completely in your prospect's mind. So even now, when I'm saying these things, I've given that a little time to rest. I'm giving a little time to breathe so that you're able to take in this idea. Some of you have my disease, which is more words are better. That's my disease. I feel like if I just talk long enough, you'll get it. And that's complete deception. So you really want to give space. I always go back to Chris Voss. Ask questions, mirror, get them to talk, mirror back the last 3 or 4 words they said, and that's going to get you a long way. So in general, and demonstration, how you get better in sales today, 2 things: mental positioning and confidence. Think about a heart surgeon, a brain surgeon. Have that level of professionalism and confidence. Don't take any sass. Don't take any condescension, because you've earned your spot here. You earned your way to get here. Think about what the work you did to get to this point. Now, nobody in that meeting is going to push you off that spot. That's your spot. The idea of that's absurd. That's absurd. So that's 1. 2, make your words count. Practice your pitch. Practice your power phrases, your power questions, until... I'm going to do a video on this too. Jordan, if you look at his career, if you look at The Last Dance, what the big difference between where he was when he came in, when he was just out jumping everybody and just forcing enforcing his will to score 70 points a game, what he was doing later is what it took to win. And he knew the spots he needed to get to win. He knew where the winning place was. And I'm doing some stuff on Sun Tzu that I'll talk about a little bit later, but that's mental positioning. You know where your spots are in your script and your phrases. You know where your spots are. You know the phrases and questions that you have that generate the most interest, the most commitment, and that's where you want to put your power. You want to, I think of it as densifying. I'm not absolutely certain that's a word, but you make that more and more dense, more and more powerful, more and more punchy. Maybe you change a statement into a question. Maybe you make a statement and then turn it into a question. Like, could you turn that into a question? You see what I just did? Made a statement, now reverse that into a question. So mental positioning, confidence, and a focus and laser-like focus on the parts of your script and your pitch that have the most power. Hope that helps.